Bonjour, je m'appelle Dicky, which is possibly the worst French you are going to hear all year, but I thought I'd add a bit of culture to the channel. So today we are diving face first into the world of Horace, the very French, the very manly skincare brand for men. And it's a fairly affordable brand as well for much of their range. So I just had a shower and now I'm with you guys, and so let the transformation begin. The first thing I am going to try today is these Horace under eye anti-fatigue eye patches. Now they're £22 for a box of 5, so that's £4.40 per set or £2.20 per eye. Now for that price I'm expecting miracles, preferably a transformation into a well-rested 28-year-old. Prayers and thoughts please. These patches are packed full of Swiss ice wine, which apparently tightens the skin. And they also contain cognac root, which hydrates like your life depends on it. It's a very luxe spa meets eco-friendly approach. I've also purchased, for the scientific approach of this video, eye patches from Temu. These are the Temu 24 karat gold eye patches. Now they're £10.45 for a box of 50. So that's 20 pence a set or 10 pence per eye. You could wear them all over your body like a human sushi and still have change for a sausage roll at Greggs. Now the ingredients in the Temu ones are a little bit more murkier. There's definitely aloe vera in there, hyaluronic acid and a suspiciously looking American flag. Now they're not made or produced in America, so I'm not too sure why the American flag was on the box, but there we go. Let's give them both a go. They've been in the fridge, so they are really nice and chilled, like me when I'm pretending not to care about fine lines. So let's start with the Horace one. Now they're slippy little buggers. Let's put this one in. Now because they've been in the fridge, they do feel really nice and cold, which I think always helps. It didn't say to do that on the box or anything like that. I just went off script and decided to stick them in the fridge. Now the Temu one is bigger and there's a lot more fluid in the Temu one. And both feel pretty nice on, to tell the truth. So I am going to leave those on for 10 minutes and come back to you in 10 minutes time. So see you then. Okay, I am back. It's actually been about 20 minutes. The second I put these on, the doorbell went. It was Amazon delivery. Then the telephone rang. Then I decided to make myself a mug of coffee, which I then dropped on the kitchen floor, so I had to mop that up. Anyway, a little bit stressed, but back with you now. I've tried a lot of skincare over the past year. Some made me glow, some made me itch. And then I found Horace, a brand that sounds like your uncle, but feels like a spa day in Saint-Tropez. Anyway, let's take these bad boys off. As I say, they're still little slippy buggers. There's my right eye. And there's my left eye. I'm going to take a closer look in this mirror. I don't know, they're still looking pretty puffy to tell the truth, but my right eye does look slightly better. That's the eye that had the Horace in. Now, I don't know whether I'm just thinking that because I spent all that money on Horace, but I'll let you guys decide if there's been a difference. I don't know. They kind of both look the same now, so whether I don't know, I'll let you guys decide. I can't decide whether they look better or not. That was the first time I've actually used the eye patches. The brand Horace reminds me of the French cousin of The Ordinary and the Inky products, which I've also tried and done videos on in the past, but focus more on simplicity, experience and texture. Well, that's what the brand says anyway. So anyway, guys, if you are new here, I am Dicky, your skincare guinea pig, confidence cheerleader and slightly confused man in the grooming aisle. I am nearly 60 years old. I lost a bit of weight a year or so ago. Then I started looking in the mirror, which was my first mistake. And then I got obsessed about skincare and I wanted to cling on to my youth by any means possible. So I've tried Botox, lotions, potions, creams. I've tried the lot. Am I looking any more youthful? Probably not. Just to let you know that Horace have not sponsored this video. I've purchased all these products. I purchased some from Amazon. I purchased some directly from the site. I even purchased one product from eBay. So I have purchased all these products. So as I say, today we are diving into the brand called Horace. Not your neighbour with a leaky hosepipe, but a French skincare company that promises to keep things simple, natural and effective. Just like me. Well, One of those things, I've been away on my canal-boat for 2 weeks and the weather has been beautiful, so I have been using all of these Horace products that I'm going to show you today every day for those 2 weeks on the boat, and I started using them a week before we left. Horace, I found it in Paris, of course, because everything effortlessly cool comes from there. Think French croissants, baguettes, and people who wear scarves without any irony whatsoever. The brand's all about natural ingredients, no parabens, no sulfates, no drama. Just clean grooming for blokes who want to look after themselves without needing a PhD in dermatology. So let's try something else now. Let's go with the Horace Eye Contour Moisturiser, which is priced at £20. It's got caffeine and aloe vera in it, so it's basically an espresso for your face. Now, it's got a little silver tip on it, and it's got a little plastic bit at the end. You squeeze it, and it comes out the plastic bit. You apply this under your eyes, like so, and then you rub it in with the metal bit. I don't know, I think the metal bit's a bit of a gimmick. It does feel pretty nice, but I'm going to end up using my fingers to actually rub it in properly. See, it needs rubbing in properly. And I've put far too much on there, but there you go. Now, as I say, I've been using this for a few weeks. Have I noticed a dramatic change in my eyes? I've not noticed a change in my eyes, I'm afraid. Now, I've tried a few under eye treatments. I guess it's the one thing that I think about the most, because some mornings I wake up and my eye bags are just like that. I look like a panda. And when I say I've tried a few under eye creams, I kid you not, a little bit obsessed about the under eyes. I've tried loads of creams. Have any of them worked? Not really, not so far. But I live in hope, and I'm willing to try a new eye cream. Any recommendations on that, and I will give it a go, I promise. So that was the under eye cream. Now, the next product we're going to use is the Horace Lotion Tonique. Now, this is priced at £15, and you do get a massive bottle. I'll just squirt a bit on. Okay, it's incredibly refreshing. I do like it, but it smells of a chicken dinner. It just reminds me of a Sunday roast. It's got sage in it, and that is really overpowering smell of sage. So if you're okay smelling like a chicken dinner, go for this one. In all honesty, it is very refreshing. It contains organic sage water, which helps tighten pores. It contains betaine, which hydrates and soothes. It contains lactic acid, which is a gentle exfoliation, and silic acid, which is meant to defunct your pores. Also contains glycerine, which is a moisture magnet. Honestly, it feels really great. It feels really refreshing, but it's a quite punchy aroma. It doesn't last long, but when you first squirt it on, anyway, that was the tonic. The next we're going to try the Horace Vitamin C and Glycerine Serum, priced at £21, and it's a 30ml bottle. It has a little pipette on it. It says apply 3 drops to the face area. As you get older, and as I think I've already said, I'm nearly 60 years old, I'm 56, so I'm 4 years away from being 60, and there's red patches all over my face. As I said, anything to tone down these red patches, I appreciate, and this does actually help. I've definitely noticed a reduction in my rosy cheeks. Not today for some reason, I'm really rosy today. But generally, I've noticed quite a good reduction in my rosy cheeks. Now, every man and his dog is telling you to use vitamin C. This serum promises to make your skin look better, brighter, more even after 8 weeks. Now, I've been using it for around about 3 weeks. I'm not glowing like a ring light yet, but I've enjoyed using it. It's made a difference. Will I continue using it? Yes, I will. Will I buy another one? Probably not. It hasn't made a significant difference to my skin where I'd go out and buy it again, but I will be trying other vitamin C's. The next products we're going to use is the face firming gel. The face firming gel. And it comes out like a fairly thick, oh, can you see it there? It comes out like a fairly thick cream. Feels great going on skin. It's absorbed really quickly. Have I noticed any face firming? No. After 3 weeks of using it, I've not noticed any difference whatsoever. Does it feel like it moisturizes my skin? Yeah, it does. Does it feel good on the skin? Yes. But is it a face firming gel? I've not seen any significant changes there. So yeah, try it by all means. It does feel like a silky primer as it goes on the skin, but I'm afraid it hasn't made any significant difference to me. The next product we're going to use is the Horace SPF 30. Now this is a mattifying, moisturizing SPF. It's a mineral sunscreen and it goes on extremely thickly. Now when I first tried this several weeks ago, I thought, Jesus, it's thick. Being on the boat and outside in the sunshine and the weather conditions, etc. Have I felt well protected from the sun? Absolutely. Have I enjoyed using it? Absolutely. Will I be buying it again? Definitely. And so if you take anything from this video, it's this one. It comes out like a thick cream. Now, when applying any kind of sunscreen, you don't want to go with the motto, less is more. You want to go with the more is never enough. So you do put it on pretty thickly. It's so thick going on. I actually love that feeling now though. So I'm used to like really thin serums and creams because I don't like putting anything on my face, he says when he has a 21-step morning routine. But this feels really, really nice, and it feels like your skin is really well moisturized and it's really well protected from the elements. Love it. Absolutely love it. It does go on really thick at first, but it does absorb really quickly, so don't worry about it. When it does absorb, you can still feel it on your skin. And at first that was a bit weird, but now I find it quite reassuring to know that the product is there and protecting me from the sunlight. Let's face it, I'm a ginger. I need all the protection I can get. The last product we're going to look at today is the Healthy Glow Fluid Serum, which is priced at £24. Do I like this product? Yes, I do. It works really well on my raw chicken-like skin appearance. Would it work on somebody with darker skin? I don't know, because it doesn't make that much of a difference to my very, very pale skin. I'll put a bit of it on the back of my hand so you can see it. I'll just rub it in. So as you can see, it looks really, really dark on my pale skin, but watch when it goes on. There you go. Does it give me a healthy glow? It really does. I look less like I'm ready to go on a morgue slab. It does give me a bit of colour. It does give me a healthy glow, so it does everything it says on the tin. Would it be noticeable on somebody with slightly darker skin? I don't think it would. But if you've got pasty, old, haggard skin like mine, go for it. I really like it and I will be using this product again. So that was my very brief and very quick video on Horace skincare. It's natural, effective, and just French enough to make your bathroom shelf look a little bit more cultured. So if you're a bloke who's been secretly using your partner's products or just looking for something that works without needing a chemistry degree, some of these products could be your new best mate. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these or you tried any other brands you want me to put on the test. Do all the algorithm things if you don't mind, like subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. I do enjoy doing my skincare videos. As I say, we've just been away for 2 weeks on our canal-boat. We've been on the Lancaster Canal and I have been reading Be the Calm or Be the Storm by Captain Sandy from Below Deck. I don't know whether any of you guys are familiar with that. I'm actually obsessed with the series. And yeah, it's been really, really good. Captain Sandy, obviously, I'm a captain of my canal boat. She's obviously a captain of a super yacht with much larger budget, crew, and everything else. But I found the book really, really good. Something strange has happened to me, and I felt like I should tell you guys about this. I have been sent a product that I haven't paid for. So all the videos that I've done, I've always paid for the products that I've used. When I had Botox, I paid for the Botox, etc. So I have never got anything free. And I'm nearly a pensioner, so I appreciate free things. I've been sent this Banish product. Now this is a at-home micro needling tool. Now I've watched a couple of videos on it because I had no idea what it did. And so it's basically hundreds of little tiny needles that you stab over your face. I'm clearly going to have to watch more videos before I start stabbing at my face. But yeah, I'm really made up that I've been sent something free. And they've sent me a load of other creams and potions and lotions to try as well. So I'm going to give this a go for the next 2 weeks. And I will let you know whether it has transformed me into a newborn or it's not made any difference whatsoever. But I'm really going to give it a try. I'm absolutely terrified of stabbing my face, but for you guys, I'm going to try it. Anyway, if you're interested in that, the video will be available in a couple of weeks' time. So do remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching today. I really appreciate your time. Take care, guys. Bye for now.